Okay, my name is Arif Saqer. I'm the founder of VS Furniture Middle East in United Arab Emirates.
I'm Susana, Oliveira. I'm the head of marketing and knowledge transference from VS Middle East and Saudi Arabia as well.
VS Furniture producing furniture based on the high technology that developed in Germany by VS, the mother company. We are exhibiting here at JES, where it's one of the most important exhibitions related to education. Yeah, as you know, we are all old enough to believe that the whole thing and the education environment in general had changed. We've been using wooden big benches to in the classroom, and it was really affecting our learning process. However, that was the best means at that time. It was congested in a way that three people or three students sits on the same bench. In addition, that it was limiting our movement, and the discipline was more important than the learning process itself. At that time, it's very torturing. Actually, I consider that was really very annoying compared to what we have right now. When we talk about the education environment right now, it is very important because we believe that the education environment is acting as the third teacher, which is really very important to enhance the learning process. And of course, one of the most important things that had developed in the education environment is the classroom furniture has to move to allow for the children and the students to move, because this is a very important role in enhancing the oxygen to go to the mind, to the brain, and makes it really easy to learn and understand and attracted to the teacher himself. Again, VS being established 1898, more than 126 years old. That makes it created our change, had developed the education environment from the classroom furniture to other, let's say, furniture in the school to become like very modern. However, when we talk about VS with this long life, they had contributed to develop, create the standards of what kind of furniture that needs to be put or utilized for this student based on the physical properties and the height, in addition to make it more comfortable so that it becomes like more entertaining for them to learn more, makes it more sustainable, makes it more ergonomic, which is the health of the students is is very important because this reflects directly to the learning process. Makes the colors, how to make this environment attracting the students to come to the school. And this is in the first place. So yeah, it's a great change, a major change from that 100 years back to the situation that we are in. And I think it's needed, and I think this is also will continue developing.
I think it's not only in the region, it's all over. Every school, like any organization, has its own culture and its own ways of doing things. Customizing furniture and customizing spaces is building your own environmental culture, your own way of seeing the world and seeing the kids. So customizing means that you are building the structures for every school, for every meaning and concept, and how do you want kids to learn, and adapting the different learning styles, and adapting to different technology and spaces. It's adapting to the new world. And so in the region, it's quite interesting seeing that there's a high sensitivity into the need of doing spaces different, and that the kids need to learn differently as well. The interesting thing is, in the region, in UAE, they have lots of different cultures, lots of different world backgrounds, and so you really need to pay attention to what is going on outside the education area. We are displaying mainly products that are flexible, that can be used in any environment, being in schools, preschools, university, or long life learning spaces like professional education. Learning is something that we cannot be detached from. We are learning constantly through our lives. If someone is not learning, is dead. So you need constantly, that's the main thing. We have furniture here that challenges your mind, that sparks curiosity, that is flexible, that is sustainable, that adapts easily to technology and to the use of technology in different spaces.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot avoid, let's say, building an education environment to being away from what's happening in the technology. Technology is very important because this is the new life that our children will face, and they need to be introduced and dealing with, adapt to. And of course, there are many regulations that needs to be put on. And this kind of integrating technology in the education depends on how the students are going to react based on their age and how old they are, and how this could benefit without subjecting them to very bad uncontrolled, let's say, things that's coming in and without being controlled. Education is to increase the awareness of the student to become capable to understand environment, understand learning, understand the things behind him, around him, and to understand it and do it in the right way. So technology again is important, but again, everybody talks about it. Again, it's not me only. That is a special regulation comes with, especially when we talk about AI nowadays. It's very important, and who is going to ignore AI? I believe will be outdated very soon. However, we need to be very careful when we talk about, let's say, young children until we reach to mature enough to be strong to be able to adapt and deal with such thing.
Regardless of what furniture you have, regardless of what technology that you have, learning is about relationships. And we learn from each other. And we learn through comparison. We learn because people give us nurture to our curiosity. So what I see coming to the future of education in schools are spaces that are greatly flexible, that will integrate technology, but technology is just a pretext. Technology is not the end use. It's not why we learn. We learn because because it's about it's about making your minds that are curious even greater. So the school will be probably an open space where critical thinking, problem solving, difficult concepts, where your mind is put into test. That's what schools will be and education will be. Spaces will go along like they all did, but much more agreeable, pleasant, comfortable, flexible, and adjustable than they are now.
Our children are a product of the learning process. It's a product that we need to make sure that it reaches the level that this product is high quality. And it is a responsibility. And this responsibility not only on the parents, it's a responsibility of the community, of the people, of the educators, and the regulators. It is the children of the generation that who is going to face what's coming next in the future, where no one can predict what will happen. Yeah.
It takes a village to educate a child.
Yeah.